Hi, you're very welcome. And in this video, I just want to show you two scenarios where you can do a thing called unpivot your data. So what exactly does that mean? So it means, for example, if I'm looking at this data here, let's say I've got it all done, different dates on it and the whole lot. And if somebody says to me, oh, can we see that by month? Okay. The problem is that, that's actually quite tricky to do because of the way it's currently set up. It's not set up in what they call a normalized fashion. So what I actually need to do is I need to do a thing called unpivot, okay? And the way I'll do that is with my, you best friend, Power Query. So I do this by, it's already been converted to a table. Now, if you're doing this with dates, it's always a good idea to kind of have these headings here, entered as dates. Ideally you should be able to format them as dates, but if not, just kind of enter them as dates up here rather than, just January 1 or January 2. Let's go up here to data, go to from table range, and then that loads that into Power Query. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this column. I'm going to call it, double click here, I'm just going to call it vegetables. Well, of course, they're not really vegetables, really. I'm just going to call it products. Keep it broad strokes. Okay. Click on products, and then I go to transform, and then I go over here to unpivot other columns. Because what I want to end up with is with a column where for each of these carrots, there's a separate row. So if I want carrots, then the date, and then the amount, and carrots with that date, and then that amount, and so on. And pivot all the columns. Okay, so it looks pretty good so far. Okay, I've done it. Now, just to say to you as well, if you find that you do this and if it doesn't come out the way you want, what you could do is you go back here, you could delete this. See the little red thing here, delete this. And then if I come back here to products, and you need to make sure you've clicked on this one first, and then go unpivot other columns. Okay. So my products are okay, data type text. I then need to make sure this is formatted to date. Right here to date, there it is. And value, we'll leave it as a whole number. Once I got it done, I go to home, close and load. I'm going to go to close and load to pivot table. Okay, and we're going to do pivot table report, and just over here, let's say under this one, I'm going to put it maybe on an existing worksheet. I'll just put it over here under this one and click OK. And you see there I've clicked existing worksheet as opposed to the default, which is new worksheet. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, now I should have actually renamed attribute, let's say to months. So just go down to this one. I'll actually just go to products here, go to month here, or I might just input month here and then products here, and then put my value down here. Now if I come over here now and do a right click and group, so I can group it into months. Okay, so you see that allows you to kind of slice and dice your data, a lot more than you would be able to usually. Okay. Now if I'm looking here and I can see, oh, I should have renamed attribute, let's say to months. If I click back up here, and over here the query appears on the right hand side, down here to edit, and then I'm just going to rename attribute to date. And then I just do close and load, and then I just need to see, because it doesn't see the date anymore, I just need to put the date back into it again, and then right click and group into months. There we go again. All right, so just to bear that in mind. Okay. So I hope you found this useful. Take care, mind yourself, bye.